Alright guys, thank you for being patient. I've been trying 3 or 4 times to get this thing to work. What I'm going to have to do here, I'm going to have to separate this into 2 halves. I'm going to make 8-minute increments between videos. So there's going to be 2 halves to this time capsule video. But let's go ahead and, I'm not going to waste any time trying to get through the first 8 minutes as much as I can here. Have Merry Christmas to you. This is my Christmas gift to you, seeing my past. And we start off with one of my favorite bands here, 311, a good mix of reggae and metal mixed together, and they make a great band right here, let me tell you. Here's their greatest hits album, released in 2003. Includes, I think, 3 then original songs at the time, and there's the band members right there. I don't know, I can't really pick a favorite song from this, but if I had to, I think Beautiful Disaster is my favorite song. But all of these are just great, one a hit after another. They picked the great ones for this album here. Yeah, it's 1993 to 2003. Here is a Nintendo DS safety and precautions booklet right here. I'm not going to show that too much, nothing too special, but hey, that's when I first got my DS. So, and these are probably going to be in a video themselves. These sports cards you see right here, football, basketball, hockey. And basketball in there. I was huge into trading these things right here. So I'm just going to take a quick glance at all these, because like I said, there's so many in here. This may be a video all by itself here. Oh, but here we go. Here's, as I said, I got the privilege of living in Florida at the time, in between Maryland and Pennsylvania. I got to live in Central Florida, Lakeland to be exact. So of course, as a kid, going to these parks was a dream of mine, and I did that on a regular basis. Here it's the Disney MGM Studios, Earful Tower. We now know it as Disney Hollywood Studios now, and the best ride there, actually, well, close. It's in my top 5 of Disney Hollywood Studio rides. The Tower of Terror. The great ride itself. I think the queue, the show you see in the queue leading to the ride, it really sets the mood for what you're about to experience on the elevator itself. I think the best ride here is Star Tours, though. I've heard they've revamped that ride. I have to go down there and check it out. That may be a trip I take in the future. Knock the camera over. Here is my birthday, my 10th birthday certificate I got. This was in the 4th grade. As you see, 11/11/96. It was 11/10, but she was. I think she was out. Miss Diminovich was out that day, so I had to get this a day late. But Billy is celebrating because it's his birthday. There it is, right there. Yes, 1996. Here's an instruction manual to Simpsons Road Rage for the PS2. I was talking to Cynthia. I asked her about Crazy Taxi. And because I told her that was one of my favorite games, but she said she loved playing Simpsons Road Rage, and we just got in a whole conversation about this. It's probably going to be an LP in the future because of that. And see, Simpsons, I never played Simpsons skateboarding, but this looks like it could be rad right there. Let's see, another sport card right there, like I said, for a future video. Oh, I missed this one. Here's Itchy, but I gotta show this, Itchy and Scratchy playing baseball right there in This Birding Life. Love that. And there you go. There's that right there. Bart on the guitar. I think the cat's Scratchy, I believe. I can't remember for sure though. Here is an Audio Slave album, their debut album, and there you see it comprised of Chris Cornell of Audio Slave and of Soundgarden, and 3 surviving members from Rage Against the Machine. But Rage Against the Machine reunited a few years later, and once Chris Cornell left Audio Slave, and thus led to their disbandment. But this is a great album right here. I love the single Like a Stone. It's such a nice, peaceful rock song to relax to, in my opinion, at least. And Tom Morello's guitar solo is just great. But this whole album here is just wonderful right here. It's too bad they broke up. Another hockey card. Here's a postcard of Bob Barker on The Price is Right. This is very significant to me. TV legend, great game show host. You'll see why I have this, and there's so much more where this came from. You'll see in a few minutes. Here's the Anaheim Mighty Ducks mascot. There's the Ducks on the ice, as well as the Arrowhead Pond. I was a huge fan of the Mighty Ducks, actually, at one point, even though I lived in Central Florida at the time. But I love the Mighty Ducks. I wrote to them. I wrote to the team saying, hey, you guys, I'm a huge fan of you guys. Paul Correa and Teemu Solani are 2 of my favorite team players on the team, and I just really like those guys. I remember Paul Correa. He was in a commercial for the NHL, and he was in a diner, shooting green peas with his butter knife as if it was hockey pucks and a hockey stick. And that was pretty funny. He knocked it off, a pea off the jukebox, a pea landed on one guy's glasses, unbeknownst to Paul. But that was great. I loved watching the Mighty Ducks. I was a Tampa Bay Lightning fan as well at the time. Now here's Mackinac Bridge right there. This leads Lower Peninsula to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, where 90% of my family is located. And I love visiting there. Love visiting Mackinac Island. Visiting right across the bridge here on the northern side is St. Agnes, and that's where most of my family live. And then others live out 2 or 2.5 hours west of here in Marquette or Escanaba. Love visiting those guys. They love visiting the Upper Peninsula of Michigan as well. If you go to Escanaba, they have great strawberry picking there. And Mackinac Island is just a great place. Lovely beaches, lovely restaurants, great shops. It's just a classic summer retreat right there. Go if you get a chance. And stay at the Uruguay Hotel if you can. That's probably my favorite hotel there. Or the Grand Hotel. If you go to the Grand Hotel, you'd have to be sure to dress formally, okay? Fancy clothing. Here's an Real Monsters flip book I think I got from a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Here's Ickis, and there's Crumb on the back. Oblivia, I think that's her name. The one that's draped like a cane, black and white cane. She's not in this flip book at all, but Ickis, he was my favorite character. When he was kind of more timid one, but if you got a chance, he could really scare the pants off you, just like that. And there's Crumb juggling his eyeballs right there. I love Crumb. There you go, Crumb and Ickis right there. Here's a membership to the Star Wars Insider. I was really into Star Wars. I had the Micro Machines Star Wars toys, and as well as the Endor, as the Death Star play set from Micro Machines. Still have that up in my. I didn't really go much into the store. I had the magazines, but I didn't really do much with this membership though. But this is cool to have though. Again, some more sport cards right here. More sports. Here's Brian Roberts of the Orioles right here. Here's I talked about how before Florida I lived in Pennsylvania. Here's one of the places I lived, Altoona. Loved visiting Lakemont Park. Great old-fashioned park, amusement park. We know it today as El Grozos, but I also went to Bland's Park up there, and I loved that going up there as well. But I loved Lakemont Park even better, though. I don't know if I can ride it today, but they have a classic toboggan roller coaster there, where you go, the lift is strictly vertical going up. You just spiral down the track. Loved going here, and I love living there. Spain may not be the best part of Pennsylvania, best city in Pennsylvania, but it's great overall. And I'll go ahead and split the video here after I show Robin Williams. He left us way too soon. Rest in peace, Robin Williams. This is him in Flubber. I got this when I saw the movie in theater. Christmas Eve of 1997 with my friend Jay and my dad. I think the movie was okay, if I remember correctly, but not the best though. But good to keep this around because of Robin Williams' memory. It came out Thanksgiving, as you saw. So this is going to be halftime here for this. I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here. And next video, I don't know if I'm going to upload it tonight or tomorrow. We'll see the remaining artifacts in this time capsule. So stay tuned.